Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hudson High School Stadium Field here tonight for the game between your Hudson Raiders and the Eau Claire North Huskies. Chilly night again, as it's been for some time here in the Hudson area on Monday, October 8th. Huskies are about ready to get kicked off here, and the game is underway. Number 11 for the Huskies is Jack Echternack, the junior for Eau Claire North. Colton Prater, 21 for Hudson, intercepts the ball, brings it to the center of the field, and the attacking third gets a left-footed shot off on an 8-foot-high goal. That was about a 28-foot-high shot, and that'll be a goal kick for the Eau Claire North Huskies. 0-0, the goalie for Eau Claire North is Aiden White. He is a captain for the Huskies. Number 0-0, preparing to take the goal kick. Short kick goes to number 13 for the Huskies, Keegan Denke, another one of the captains, a senior midfielder. Hudson intercepts. That's Lucas Johnson, number 7, with a ball passed up to Chase MacArthur. Gets it over to Colton Prater again in the midfield area, trying to get through the defenders. That's number 21, Tyler Albrecht, son of the coach Terry Albrecht, I'm guessing. Number 18 is Tyg O'Kelly for Hudson that sends that ball back into Prater. Lucas Johnson has the ball on his feet, gets blocked. 23 for Hudson is Mr. Connor Johnson. Connor tries to send the ball back, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the North Huskies. Prater with the ball on his feet for Hudson, slides it over. That's number 8, that's Sam Ross that gets the ball upfield, trying to get it to the right forward position, goes out the end line and past the Hudson Raiders, and that's going to be another goal kick for the Huskies. Aiden White ready to take the kick. Another short ball. Paul Phillipson from Hudson intercepts that ball, is under control with the ball, sends it back to the midfield, the captain, Lucas Johnson for Hudson. He slides it back to number 20, Nick Thompson, the junior defender for Hudson, who gets it out to the left flank to Braden Miller, another junior defender for Hudson. Ball trying to get back to Lucas Johnson in the center. It's intercepted by North. They've got a little bit of a run. A nice slotted ball on the right flank sent up, comes back to the center. Touched away by Hudson's defense. North recovers, regains possession of the ball in their half of the field. That ball is intercepted by Hudson and is turned upfield. A little bit of a lack of possession here, going back and forth between Hudson and Eau Claire North. Tyg O'Kelly gets a touch on the ball, tries to send it up and over Paul Phillipson, the right forward, and does. Nice bit of ball handling by the defender, Mr. Jake Thiessen for North, but the ball is kicked out of bounds. It's a throw-in for Hudson. Connor Johnson trying to catch that ball and was shielded by the North defenders. Ball goes out the end line, and that's going to be the third goal kick of the short game so far for the Eau Claire North Huskies. With as short as Aiden White is kicking these goal kicks for the North Huskies, you think the Hudson attackers would be in a little more strength in numbers there. And now he's just going to a short pass to the defender outside the penalty box there. Actually a much better approach for the control of the team. Hudson intercepts that ball. Colton Prater with the ball, slides it over to Luke Johnson in the center of the field, who touches it out to Paul Phillipson. Phillipson trying to get a cutback pass to the center to Hudson, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Raiders out the end line. It's going to be the first corner kick of the game for your Hudson Raiders. Colton Prater is going out to take the kick. Looks like number 8, Sam Ross, is also going out with him to go short, 2v1. Prater slides the ball to the top of the 6. It goes right through the goal box area for Hudson. Number 20, Nick Thompson with the ball on the left flank now. Centers the ball back in. Touched by Chase MacArthur, number 17 for the Raiders, a junior forward. Tyg O'Kelly in possession of the ball now for the Raiders. Back passes to Colton Prater. Prater cuts the ball back to center, shields the ball from the North player. Trying to slide a ball through to a forward, can't get there. North intercepts, comes on the counterattack. They back pass to the defensive area there. Back to the midfield. Now making a run for North. A nice pass ball to the outside. That's number 7, Roy Schemmel, the senior midfielder and forward for North with the ball right now. Back passes to his teammate. Cuts the ball into the center. Good bit of passing by Eau Claire North on this sequence here. Missed touch there by North, but no Hudson Raider there to take that ball. Now Hudson intercepts. Nick Thompson in the way of that ball, gets it. Prater with the ball now, slides it out to Phillipson on the right. Trying to get it back to Prater. Weak ball by Phillipson is intercepted by North, and North maintains possession temporarily. A shot by North comes into Corey Denning, goalkeeper for the Hudson Raiders. And Denning makes his first stop of the game. Johnson with the ball for the Raiders on their side of the half right now. Slides the ball out to Tygo Kelly. Sends the ball up and out. Connor Johnson can't get to that. Not a well enough defined shot to get to Connor Johnson there, and the ball goes to the goalkeeper, Aiden White of North. He punts this ball away. Certainly punts better than he free kicks there. That ball went past the center line, which is good depth on that kick. Hudson intercepts the ball. Lucas Johnson back passes to Nick Thompson. Thompson sends a longer ball right straight up the center of the field to Colton Prater. He gets it to Johnson, back to Prater. Missed touch there is intercepted by the North Huskies. Their ball is intercepted by Lucas Johnson. Hudson's going to restart here. Braden Miller on the left flank for the Hudson defense starts the ball upfield, crosses midfield. Connor Johnson gets a touch, sends it back to the outside. Errant pass by the Hudson Raiders is intercepted by the North Huskies. Chase MacArthur with the ball for Hudson. Ball handling is dispossessed. Goes over to the Huskies again. Huskies not as much control on the defensive end as they have on their offensive end of the field for stringing passes together. Here's Jake Thiessen of North in the back, trying to get it up to his midfield, and does. Number 11 again is Jake Echternacht for North. He gets the ball to Keegan Denke, who turns it over, but Hudson turns it over themselves, comes back to North. Crossing midfield, North has a bit of a run going here. He tries to slot a ball. No, that's number 2. That's Logan Podolak. Tries to slot a ball to an oncoming right forward. Can't quite get it there. On that pass, they called a foul on Hudson against Podolak there. And North will take this kick. This is going to be Jack Echternacht, the junior, is going to take this free kick for the Huskies. Hudson sets up on defense. Has a great ball. The Huskies just weren't coming in hard toward goal on that. They were a little hesitant, waiting to see where it landed. And Corey Denning, goalkeeper for the Raiders, makes an easy save on that fly ball. Denning now drives the ball to the left center of the midfield for the Raiders. Hudson maintains possession. Lucas Johnson has the ball currently. Angles the ball up to the left side. Chase MacArthur has the ball, sends it to the middle to Prater. Prater chips the ball up and through the defense. Excellent ball by Prater. Tygo Kelly, number 18, with the ball for the Raiders, slides it past the goal face there. And Paul Phillipson takes about a 40-foot high shot on that 8-foot goal, and that isn't going to work. Another goal kick for the North Huskies.
Into the game for the Raiders, number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber.
Eden White, junior goalkeeper for North, prepares to take the kick. True to form like his other kicks, very short kick, only on the 30-yard line or so. Maintained by North, a back pass to Thiessen. Thiessen gets it back up there. That's Echternacht with the ball now, goes back to the outside. Ball is sent out of bounds. It's going to be a Hudson throw. Tygo Kelly with the ball, passes back. Nick Thompson sends it back to O'Kelly. O'Kelly tries to send it in to Chase MacArthur, tries to get ahead on that and can't quite get there. Ball goes over his head. And defender number 2, Logan Podolak, lets that ball go out of bounds off of Hudson. It's going to be yet another goal kick for the North Huskies. Hudson sending a lot of balls out the end line there. We've got to learn to get that ball on the frame. Aiden White preparing to take the goal kick again, and my guess is it will be another short goal kick. This ball lands up about the 40-yard line. A better effort there from Aiden White. Hudson had that pass initially. Tygo Kelly had that, but sent it right to a North player. Number 7, Roy Schemmel had the ball for North, sends it into number 12. That is Ben Madison for the Huskies. Number 20 with the ball, Jacob Owen right now. Good bit of footwork. Nice back tap there to number 10. That's Lushi Pangjong from North. Hudson sends that ball out of bounds. It's going to be North's first corner kick of the game. Taking the kick for North is going to be Lushi Pangjong. Nice lofted ball to the 6-yard line, headed by North toward the goal. Just goes about 1.5 yards or 2 yards away on the left side. Really well set up and organized play by North. Corey Denning drops the goal kick on the 6 and sends it out to the Hudson defender, who gets it upfield. Hudson with the ball on the right side trying to counter. Ball gets touched out the touchline on the right, as Hudson is going north to south now. Tygo Kelly, number 18, going to take this throw for the Raiders. He throws back to the center D. That's Nick Thompson, number 20, with the ball. Sends the ball out to the left side to Braden Miller. Braden, a little casual with that, gets dispossessed, and a shot comes from North. Braden Miller certainly has to be a little more focused on that ball. Which actually was a pass by Nick Thompson that should have been made. You don't send a ball to someone under pressure like that on a back pass. Thiessen with the ball. Jake Thiessen, captain for North, has the ball temporarily. Tygo Kelly gets a touch. Colton Prater chest traps the ball, drops it beautifully to his feet. Prater, clearly the best ball handler on the field here. Number 21 for Hudson. Goes past 2 or 3, gets a left-footed shot, stopped by the goalkeeper, Aiden White. As Hudson was attacking on that play, Hudson had an opportunity to score. A good shot by Prater. And number 15 for the Hudson Raiders, Trevor Nava-Barber, was coming in on that for a potential rebound. Didn't quite get there in time, and that was a good stop, but it was a heck of a shot by Prater. Hudson with the ball, breaks open. Nice kick saved by the goalie. Connor Johnson is stuffed on that play. Connor Johnson had a great opportunity going 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and no hands involved. That goalkeeper had a kick save for the best save of the game so far. Thiessen for North trying to get rid of the ball under pressure. They now get it out of the penalty box area. Nice bit of slide tackling from Nick Thompson to save that ball for Hudson. Ball goes back to Prater. Prater brings the ball into the middle of the field, turns back the other way. Passes back to Nick Thompson, who sends the ball to the middle to Lucas Johnson. Johnson with a left foot shot to the outside left flank. Chase MacArthur with the ball, gets it up to the top of the box there. Ball gets knocked out under possession of North right now. They're making a run. It's 1 versus 3. 3 Hudson defenders on 1 North attacker. Lucas Johnson of Hudson dispossesses North of the ball. Nice bit of footwork and handling by Lucas Johnson. That kid must be also a great tennis player, and I know that he is. Corey Denning with the ball, under pressure by North. Turns that ball over to North. A back pass to Thiessen. Thiessen turns the ball over to Nava-Barber. Colton Prater with the ball again. 4v6 here, Hudson versus North. Prater going right into the heart of the defense there instead of trying to spread them and get a little distance. Prater hits a rocket with the right foot, goes 3 feet wide right of the goal. Aiden White dives for that ball to no avail, goes wide, and it'll be another goal kick for the North Huskies. Hudson starting to mount some pressure. Prater doing a nice job with his ball handling in the middle of the field for the Raiders. Doing a nice job ripping a couple of balls here toward goal. Another short kick by the goalkeeper there. 13 is Keegan Denke for North that has the ball. He turns it over. Prater with the ball again for the Raiders now, inside their half of the field. Ball is sent up right to the middle there. Nava Barber, number 15, has that. Trevor's a young 9th grade freshman that plays pretty well for the Raiders. North with the ball, trying to mount a counterattack here, and they do. Lu Shi Peng Zhang sends that ball up to the left side. Can't be stopped before it goes out of bounds. That was meant for Roy Schemmel, number 7 there, but it didn't get there. Ball's thrown in by Tygo Kelly. Nick Thompson trying to get away from a defender, get a little space. Paul Phillipson sends the ball to Prater in the middle of the field. Prater sends a long ball to the left flank for Hudson. Chase McCarthy trying to run that down before it reaches the end line. He does. Trevor Nava Barber has that ball, sends it back to Prater. Prater turning, looking for open space or a player. There's Sam Ross in the middle, sends it to Lucas Johnson. Lucas Johnson lifts a left-footed shot, trying to get it to Phillipson. Phillipson doesn't go for that ball. It's intercepted by North, and the counterattack has begun again. 15 for North is John Trapp with the ball, sends it to the left flank there. Trying to get it to Jacob Owens. Now the ball is out to the left side again. Roy Schemmel with the ball. Schemmel sends it back to the middle. In the middle, North with the ball on about the 25-yard line. Dispossessed by Trevor Nava Barber. He gets it out. Tygo Kelly now with the ball for the Raiders. Casually sends it up to the left side to Paul Phillipson, who comes to the midfield. Colton Prater with the ball now. Slides it out to the left side on the defense. That's Braden Miller with the ball for Hudson, crossing the half line there. Tries to slot a ball up and does. Nice pass to Chase MacArthur, trying to get it over to Colton Prater. It's a turnover by the Raiders, dispossessed by North, and they start the counter. Hudson intercepts and heads the other way. Sam Ross attacking the ball there, loses it to North. 7 is Schemmel, gets the ball back to the middle for the Huskies, and Luke Johnson intercepts. Huskies with the ball back again. A foul is being called against Luke Johnson here. It's going to be a free kick for the Hudson Raiders. Nick Thompson, number 20, the junior defender for Hudson, is going to take the kick and does. Gets it to Sam Ross. Sam Ross slides it out to Tygo Kelly. O'Kelly gets it up to Phillipson on the right corner. Phillipson dribbling with the ball, goes right face up into a defender and turns the ball over. Ball gets recovered by Hudson temporarily. Lucas Johnson had it. Now Tygo Kelly back to Nick Thompson. Thompson to Ross. Ross to Phillipson. Phillipson again, bad pass by Phillipson right to North. Paul's got to tighten up that game a little bit to help his teammates. Number 11 with the ball is Jack Echternock for North. Braden Miller battling for the ball, does not win that battle. North recovers, but Prater takes that ball away. Prater on the 10-yard line for Hudson, top of the box. Another nice rocket by Prater. Good pace, good stop by Aiden White. Sliding down, catches that ball before he went down, and it was a good stop by Aiden White. Good shot by Prater. Lucas Johnson for the Hudson Raiders chips the ball over to the left. Prater with another shot, and another great stop by Aiden White. Man, now he's earning his money. Nice diving save by goalkeeper Aiden White for the North Huskies. Prater starting to find his groove on that shot. Now we've got to get that spread to the left or right using 24 feet of net and 2 feet of goalkeeper to our advantage. Hudson regains possession, dominating play right now. Ross back to O'Kelly. O'Kelly back to Nick Thompson. Thompson, number 20, all the way back to goalkeeper Corey Denning for Hudson to restart. Denning back out to Thompson. Thompson on the right, switches fields over to the left. All the way out to number 3, Braden Miller on that left side of the field to Lucas Johnson. Johnson back passes. Comes back over to Nick Thompson. Thompson back to Corey Denning, who slides the ball out to Tygo Kelly. Those 2 attackers for North applying pressure to the Hudson defense are just running themselves tired. Prater with the ball on the right side for Hudson comes down on their 10-yard line, trying to do a bit of fancy footwork, and Thiessen, the defender for North, intercepts or lets that ball last touched by Prater go out the end line there for another goal kick for the Huskies. No pressure from Hudson initially. They should see that those short goal kicks by Aiden White are not going very far. You think the defenders would recognize that and make life a little tougher for the goalkeeper, but Hudson, being as respectful as they are, back off by 20 yards and give him that free pass. Tygo Kelly back passes back to Corey Denning with the ball now inside the penalty box there. He slides the ball over to the left center D for Hudson. I believe that's Cole Ober, number 6 for Hudson. He gets it up to Phillipson. Phillipson with the ball, number 2. Chips the ball to the left side. That's going to be too far. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. Thiessen with the throw-in for North. Sam Ross now with the ball for Hudson. Sends it to the middle to Prater. Prater in the middle of 3 defenders slides the ball up to Phillipson. It's a good pass. What is Phillipson going to do with this ball? He holds on to it too long and gets dispossessed again. That ball goes to Tygo Kelly now. Kelly with the ball. Chips the ball in, gets it up and into the box. Nobody there for the Hudson Raiders. There's Braden Miller, number 3, the left defender, sliding up. Trying to get a ball over there to Trevor Nava-Barber. Barber with the ball now. Back passes, intercepted by North, and that ball is taken away by Colton Prater. Prater with a couple of shifty turns, gets the ball back, slides it over to O'Kelly on the right side of the field. First touch is a little squirrely, but Tig maintains. Tig with the ball, chips a high ball up and in. It's headed by Chase MacArthur with the back of his head. He kind of turned and back-headed that thing toward the goal. That'll count as a shot on goal. There is a left foot rocket by Hudson that goes high of the goal post again. Hudson is getting numerous scoring opportunities, putting the ball on net. A couple of great saves by Aiden White, the goalkeeper for North, and a couple of just sheer misses on that 8-foot by 24-foot goal. He's got a goofy little hitch in his giddy up there on that goal kick. It certainly is nothing that helps him with length on his kicks. One of the shorter goal kickers in the whole Big Rivers Conference from what I've seen. Not much power there. His punts are much better than his goal kicks. North trying to get the ball upfield, goes out of bounds. Tygo Kelly grabs the ball. It'll be a throw-in for Hudson. He gets the ball to Prater. Prater with the ball at his feet, slides it back to Cole Ober, number 6 for Hudson, in the back line for the Raiders. Slides it over to Braden Miller on the left defense. Trying to get it back to Prater. North intercepts temporarily, but mishandles the ball. Prater ends up with the ball again. Trying to slot a ball to Chase MacArthur, can't get it there. Phillipson had it temporarily, but turned it over again. The North Huskies have the ball and are mounting their counterattack. 2 Raiders defending there, but the Huskies have the ball temporarily. Number 11, Jake Echternock, turns it right over to Hudson. Prater with the ball again. Another goal-scoring opportunity. Prater trying to split 2 defenders and does. Another wonderful save by Aiden White, the goalkeeper for North. My gosh, he's had 3 saves on Prater alone that were all ESPN highlight-worthy clips. Knocks that ball out of bounds, out the end line, so that's going to be a corner for Hudson. Let's see who takes this corner. It looks like Sam Ross, number 8, is walking over toward the ball to take this. Substitutions are taking place on the field. Right now, Prater is talking to the center ref here. Sam Ross with the ball. Prater understands he's probably the second party that needs to go short here on this combination play. And now Prater's ready to take the kick, actually. They're playing off, so they do go short, 2v1. Good opportunity. And Prater with the ball sends it in. Nobody there on the backside for Hudson to knock it in. The ball harmlessly goes out the end line. It'll be another goal kick for the Huskies. Huskies have literally had 10 or 12 goal kicks now because we're just not finding the frame. Braden Miller with the ball for the Raiders. Back passes to Cole over, sends it to the center to Thompson. Thompson, number 20, with the ball. Sends a long ball up the center of the field. Intercepted by North. That ball is dispossessed by Tygo Kelly, but he sends it up to no one but the North defenders, who regain possession and promptly turn it right back over to Hudson. How courteous they are. Nice slotted ball to Tygo Kelly. O'Kelly gets a shot, and another wonderful stop by Aiden White of the North Huskies. Ball flounders around in the box on the rebound, is kicked out of bounds by the Huskies, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. That was one of the better passes of the day. I think that was Prater who slotted that ball up to Phillipson, who took a great shot. Paul, that was what we want to see out of you. That was wonderful. A good shot on goal and a superb stop by Aiden White of the Huskies. Prater with the ball now again with his left foot. Got three defenders near him. Slots a ball. Tries to slot a ball. It's going to go out of bounds off the Huskies and be another corner for the Raiders. Never quite understood when two players go short for a team. They've got to give them 10 yards, but I don't understand why two players don't go out, because two players always beat one player, and no one figures that out. Nick Thompson with the ball for Hudson on the top of the key right now. Thompson gets a shot. It's bobbled by Aiden White. Charging in on goal is Chase MacArthur there. Respectfully misses the goalkeeper and doesn't interfere with him, even though he bobbled that ball. But MacArthur was there to pick up a loose rebound if he could. Hudson is just peppering the North Huskies now, but we are at 0-0, 0-0 as the Americans would say. There's a slotted ball for Chase MacArthur. It goes a little too far. It's intercepted by Aiden White of the Huskies, and he will punt this away. Hey, take that back. Man, I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. He distributes to the defender, who gets it out to the right wing for the Huskies. Huskies still with the ball. They back pass to their defense, who send a longer ball up to the midfield there. Gets turned over. Number 4 for Hudson there is Bennett Sparling, who's in the game for the Raiders. Must have been a handball there, so it's going to be a free kick. Jake Thiessen from North sends a long ball up the way, all the way up to the top of the penalty box line for Hudson, the 18-yard line there. Nick Thompson battling with the North Husky. Huskies get it to the center. Hudson's floundering, getting that ball out of the box there. Sparling can't clear that ball, and it bounces 2-3 times. Huskies had 1 or 2 attackers there against 4 to 6 Hudson Raiders, and Hudson could not clear that ball efficiently. Setting the ball down for a goal kick for the Raiders is Corey Denning. Denning drives that ball up to the 40-yard line there. Luke Johnson in possession, slides it over to the right to Sparling. Prater with the ball now for the Raiders, number 21. Sends it to the left flank. Prater in the midst of 3 defenders there, loses it. North has the ball temporarily anyway. Ball goes out of bounds off. Oh, it didn't go out of bounds. Braden Miller had a touch. Comes to Luke Johnson. Prater with the ball again in the middle, gets by 2 defenders, gets dispossessed. North coughs it up. Tygo Kelly with the ball now. Slides it out to the right to Bennett Sparling, number 4. Tries to get it up and in. That ball is going to be kicked out the end line by the Huskies, and that's going to be another corner for the Raiders. Let's see if the Raiders can actually be productive on a corner here. They're squandering the chances that they have on the corners. See if they're going to go short here. This is Sam Ross. Bennett Sparling does come to go short. Sam Ross just casually turns that over to North. Liu Peng Zhang with the ball for North, number 10 on the left flank there. Still with the ball. Tries to switch fields and gets it to the midfield. Prater there to intercept. Turns that ball, comes starting to attack, slots a beautiful ball to Tygo Kelly. O'Kelly lifts the ball across the goal face, trying to get it across the goal face, and Aiden White, the goalkeeper for North, goes down for another save. I'm impressed with Aiden White, one of the better goalkeepers in the Big Rivers Conference that I've seen. He seems to have great vision. Only weakness seems to be an extremely short goal kick. As you can see with his punts to the opposite side of the 50 to the 40-yard line is good length on the punts, but his goal kicks are very short. Prater with the ball in the center on the top of the arc now. Dispossessions going 1v2. And North tries their counterattack, turn it over to Braden Miller of the Raiders. Miller turns it over to North. North starting to mount an attack. 3v2 and back right now. 2v2 on the top of the penalty box area. North on an 8-foot high net sends a 9-foot ball. That ball just slides over the upper right corner. Very, very lucky for the Hudson Raiders. Got caught with their pants pulled down on defense there. Two of our defenders obviously were nowhere in the picture even to be seen. And North exploited them with the counterattack. Got a good shot off on the top of the box and just missed the frame by a foot. Denning with the goal kick now for the Raiders. Again out to the 40-yard line or so. Braden Miller touching the ball back to Cole Ober, who just sends the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in the attacking half for the North Huskies. Phillips in good defense there, intercepts the ball, turns it to start the counterattack. Prater slides the ball up to the right side there to Tygo O'Kelly, number 18. O'Kelly with the ball on top, has a little bit of room, about 8 yards of space. He back passes. Intercepted by the Huskies, and the counterattack begins. Ball goes out the touchline off of Hudson. It'll be a Husky throw-in. Try to get a chip through there to the forward there. It is unsuccessful. North does maintain possession. Applying pressure there on D was Sparling. Ball comes back, intercepted by Chase MacArthur. MacArthur does a nice job getting around a defender to send a ball up to Tygo Kelly, who sends that ball right to the North Husky defender. Down goes Johnson. Slide tackle attempted by Prater, does not get possession of the ball. They're going to call a foul there on the Hudson Raider going down. That seems odd that they'd call the man that was tripped for the penalty, but they do. Free kick for the North Huskies. Prater arguing with the center ref again on that call. Prater will lose this argument again. Thiessen with the free kick, beautiful kick up into the goal box area there, and a volley sent in by North, knocked out of the penalty box area there and trying to clear it are the Hudson Raiders. Good shielding of the ball there by the North player. Back to Thiessen at the left defender position. Sends it up to the left midfield. Good turn, good use of shielding on the body against Chase MacArthur of the Raiders, and a nice kick. North did a nice job of a couple of combination passes there, but turned the ball over to Hudson. Sam Ross with the ball now, trying to slide it up to Prater, a little too far, goes to North. North gets that ball across the 50-yard line, then back passes back to the defense there in the back line. Ball goes headed there, but headed backwards to Nick Thompson. Thompson normally plays it back to the keeper, but in this case turns and just sends that ball out to the right flank. Can't be controlled by Chase MacArthur, goes out of bounds. It'll be a Husky throw. Ball's back in play by the Huskies. Actually impressed by the ball handling capabilities of the Huskies. They're completing 4 to 6 passes in a row on a relatively aggressive Hudson team, and that's admirable by the Huskies. There have been years where the Huskies, quite frankly, have been terrible. Hudson with the ball right now. That's a beautiful ball by Hudson, sent up to the top. They're going to call offsides on that play on Tygo Kelly. now in that left forward position. Another goal kick for, well, they're going to call it, yeah, it's a free kick from the offside location. Looking for an extra ball. It doesn't appear that we've got ball kids again for this game.
There are two offensive players are standing the opposite side of our D. The one that, yeah, it's all racing.
Free kick taken by Thiessen, headed by the Huskies. Tygo Kelly gets a foot on the ball, sends a long ball up to the left flank for Hudson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. 0-0 in the first half here for your game with the Hudson Raiders and the Eau Claire North Huskies. I can smell a goal coming here shortly. Let's see if Hudson can finally convert on a opportunity. Boy, Chase MacArthur, I'm not sure what you tripped on there, buddy. That was a turf monster that snuck up and bit you hard. MacArthur falls on the turf and turns the ball over to the Huskies. Prater with the ball on the 25 or on the 15-yard line or so, the football field markings anyway. Slides the ball over to Luke Johnson. Luke with a left foot shot goes right of the post. So Johnson attempting a far post shot there, and it goes much farther off. Actually deflected by a North Husky because they're giving a corner kick to the Raiders. Setting up to take the corner for the Raiders is Sam Ross, number 8. Going short with him is Bennett Sparling. Sparling needs to learn the defenders need to give him 10 yards, but no more. He should be within 10 yards to receive that ball cleanly. Sam Ross with the ball, headed by Lucas Johnson, trying to get cleared out. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be an own goal on the Eau Claire North Huskies for a 1-0 lead by your Hudson Raiders. I could just sense that pressure was getting to a point, the fact that the Raiders would score a goal. We're going to credit Luke Johnson, the Hudson Raiders, with that goal, nearest in proximity, but honestly that was a ball trying to be cleared by the North defender, hit another North player in the backside, and went into the net from there. 1-0 Hudson versus Eau Claire North. Huskies ready to restart the game with the kickoff. Game on. Jack Echterneck with the ball, turns it over. Luke Johnson slides the ball up toward Phillipson. Phillipson does not get there. Ball goes back and forth between Hudson and North. North temporarily with possession now. Intercepted by Sam Ross. Slides it out toward Bennett Sparling. Intercepted by North, and the counterattack ensues. Sparling gets knocked off that ball by Echterneck. Number 2, Logan Podolak had that ball temporarily. Hudson does clear that out. Chase MacArthur in pursuit. That's number 4, Alec Reland for North with the ball temporarily. 13 is Keegan Denke. Ball gets passed back to their defense and back to Aiden White, the goalkeeper. Bennett Sparling trying to head that ball. I've never been a fan of a header where you don't know where it's going. That ball under pressure with a North player went back toward the Hudson goal. Not a recommended action. Colton Prater with the ball right now, 21, slides it up to Tygo Kelly. Tyg trying to get a finesse pass to a teammate and doesn't, but Hudson regains control. Aiden White with another stop. Prater with a shot from about 30 yards out. A long shot, firm pace on that. Good shot by Prater. A relatively easy stop for Aiden White. I got to give North credit, awful pesky team that they are fielding this year. Good effort by their players to defend. I think they're outclassed with talent here dramatically, but it's only 1-0. That ball slides across the goal face, and a diving Peyton White misses that ball. Goes out of bounds out the touchline. That'll be a throw-in, not a goal kick. North does it, get that ball into open space in the midfield. Chase MacArthur with the ball for Hudson on the right side of the field, heading south. North intercepts, sends it upfield. At the 50-yard line, Nick Thompson's battling with number 2. That's Logan Podolak, another one of the captains. Thompson sends it back to Corey Denning, the goalkeeper for Hudson. He sends a nice driven kick up past midfield. Prater has that ball, slides it to Lucas Johnson. He gets it over to Sam Ross on the right. Ross chips the ball up toward Paul Phillipson. Phillipson with a little bit of open space in the corner there. Let's see what we can do here. Phillipson turns the ball over. That play results in yet another goal kick for the Huskies. A little better effort there by White getting the ball past the 40 there. Lucas Johnson for Hudson intercepts, slides it over to Prater. Prater and Johnson doing a nice job controlling the midfield for the Raiders. Johnson with a left-footed shot. That's about 12 or 14 feet high on the 8-foot goal. I can hardly believe it myself, folks. It's another goal kick for the North Huskies. Aiden White's going to need a hot tub just from taking goal kicks in this game. Sparling gets the ball over to MacArthur. MacArthur with a left foot tries to get it toward Phillipson. Phillipson standing, ball goes over his head into the corner. Can he chase it down before going out of bounds? He does. Good bit of hustle from Phillipson. Phillipson with trying to put it on his right foot, gets a pass off to Sam Ross back near the center of the field. Ross drives the ball. It's low and on the ground. One bounce is bobbled by Aiden White. But this will be punted away. Sparling again to MacArthur. MacArthur to O'Kelly. Kelly literally dribbled right around that player, maintained possession of the ball, back pass, tries to back pass to himself. Ball goes out of bounds off North. It'll be a throw-in. Sparling with the ball for Hudson for the throw. Tries to get to the feet of O'Kelly, intercepted by North. Lucas Johnson for Hudson intercepts, sends it out to Braden Miller on the left. Miller slots the ball up to Prater. Twisting and turning. Defender stays right with him. They're going to call a foul on the North defender there. And a free kick for the Raiders on about the 18-yard line there. Almost dead center of the field. Now the center ref is pulling him back to the 20. Ball is on the center of the field here. This will be an indirect kick, so it's going to have to be touched by a Raider before a shot is taken on goal that will score. Or let's see where the ref's hand is. I don't see direct toward the net or straight up indirect, but usually when two players are around, it is an indirect kick. Okay, that was a marginal effort by the Hudson Raiders on a very modest ball sent into Aiden White there. That much time taken, I would have expected a better effort out of the Raiders on that set play. Tygo Kelly with the ball, slides it out to MacArthur on the right, back taps back. Sam Ross with the ball, slides it over to Prater. Prater with another left foot, goes right into the mess of Huskies. Phillipson comes out of that with the ball, sends it to Sparling. They're calling a foul on the play there. They're going to give a free kick to the Huskies. Thiessen sends the ball up. Sparling had it temporarily, passes it right to a North player who does the courtesy of passing it right back, and And continuing the effort to help your opponent out, Sparling sent the ball out of bounds to give North a throw-in. Left defender for North sends a long ball up there. It's intercepted by Nick Thompson. Hudson gains possession. Sparling has the ball but wants to continue that favor of giving the Huskies the ball directly. Keegan Denke with the ball. Gets it out to the right side for the Huskies. Nice bit of passing where they're maintaining possession well in their offensive half of the field. North still with the ball. Now goes to the left side. That ball goes to Roy Schemmel, and he turns it over to Hudson, who gets the counterattack started. Only 1v2, and I think we ran out of time there in the half, and we did. At the 45-minute mark, I was wondering why O'Kelly, with no one in front of him, would take a shot at the 40-yard line. That was because time was running out. So, end of the first half, Hudson Raiders 1-0. We're ready to start the second half here, folks. Hudson kicks off, and Hudson will be heading from south to north now at the Hudson High School Stadium field. This is Knute Johnson reporting for Hudson Raider Soccer Today. Glad to be here with you. Kind of another cool, chilly night here on Monday, October 8th, playing the Eau Claire North Huskies. Raiders could easily be up 4 or 5-0 right now, as you see on the scoreboard. A 1-0 score is what we have. My guess is Hudson outshot North literally about 20-2, maybe 20-3, something like that, but only lead the game by a score of 1-0. If I was a smart guy, I would tell you this game might end up something like 4-0 Hudson, because that's what I feel the talent on this field deserves. So let's see what happens. Nice shot by the Hudson Raiders from the right side, but on the short side it goes into the netting, and that's going to be a goal kick for the North Huskies. And we might be starting what is the second half of 137,248 goal kicks by the North Huskies. Oftentimes in soccer with penalty kicks, you will see the shooters do that hesitation step before they take the penalty kick to try and throw the goalkeeper off. I have never seen a goalkeeper doing that in his regular routine walk up to a goal kick or a free kick like this goalkeeper does. That hesitation move does absolutely nothing for the quality of his goal kicks. Hudson with the ball in the back. Thompson with the ball in the back left center. Trying to get it upfield to Prater. He does. Touches it back to Braden Miller, number 3 for the Raiders. Sam Ross collects that ball. Good bit of shielding by Ross to win that ball and keep it. Braden Miller gets that ball back to the middle, trying to get it to Prater. Misses him, and it's a turnover to the Huskies, but Hudson regains. Phillipson with the ball on the right side, but there's a foul called on the Hudson Raiders there, and they're giving a free kick to the Huskies. Jake Thiessen, senior captain defender for North, will be taking this kick. Thiessen with a long driven ball inside the 18 box now, and we have a goalkeeper change for the Hudson Raiders, as Solom is accustomed to doing. Jared Biederman, the junior goalkeeper for Hudson, comes in the second half. Corey Denning did a fine job keeping a clean sheet for the Raiders in that first half. They're calling some type of a foul on Connor Johnson. There might have been a handball. And it will be another free kick by Jake Thiessen of North. Their best offensive weapon is Thiessen getting that long ball sent in. Here he sends a ball on the ground as a pass to a teammate. They got a couple touches out of that. Phillipson with the ball to Connor Johnson. Johnson with the ball, trying to use his body to shield the ball, and does. Gets it out to the right side there to Tygo Kelly. Slides the ball up to Phillipson on the right. Phillipson can't catch up to it. Intercepted by North, kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Raider throw-in.
They do it like a week before the season.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Especially when you have more games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a nice little heel flip by Prater from the pass from Phillipson. Trying to slide through 3 defenders, and Prater can't do it. Turns over the ball. Luke Johnson with the ball in the top of the box now. That's going to be a stop by Aiden White as the ball deflects off a Husky defender and just dribbles around the goal box area there. Aiden White gathering the ball, bounces it a couple of times before punting it away. That ball hits right about the 50-yard line, volleyed in the air by Tygo Kelly. Hudson maintains possession. Braden Miller with the ball on the left side now. Trying to chip it up, gave it right over to North, who is nice enough to give it back to us. Ross with the ball now to Prater. Prater with the ball going right at the defenders. Chips the ball out to that right side there to O'Kelly. O'Kelly with the ball in the corner, got some space, lifts the ball up and in. Aiden knocks it down. The ball's cleared out by number 13, Keegan Denke of the Huskies. Shot by Hudson goes up and over the goal on the short side there, and that'll be another goal kick for the Huskies. We're going to have to come up with an acronym for that. Another goal kick is AGK for the Huskies, FTH. AGK FTH is the new word for another goal kick for the Huskies. Going to be like that Weeby Sadibo commercial. Throw in for the Raiders. Need a little excitement for the Raiders. The game has kind of settled into a lackluster battle of midfields right now. Let's see what Hudson can mount here. Prater with the ball at his feet. Turns, spins away from one defender, cuts up between 2 others. Sends the ball out to the left side to Braden Miller. Braden trying to get it back to Prater and does. Deft bit of footwork by Prater. Slots a perfect ball to Connor Johnson. Connor Johnson whiffs with the left foot and falls down. I don't think he's hurt. I think he's embarrassed. That was a tough job there by Johnson. Ball right at his feet. Unbelievable seeing eye dog pass by Prater on that one. Perfectly slotted ball through the center. Goes to Johnson. Johnson just can't get that ball. And I apologize. I don't mean to make fun of the players. If you've ever tried to hit a rolling ball, round ball that's rolling is really, really hard to connect with squarely. So, sorry about that, Connor. Connor's a great player. Hudson with the ball in the attacking third again. Tygo Kelly fighting for that ball. Goes out of bounds off O'Kelly. It'll be a throw-in for the Huskies. That was a marginal throw-in at best by the Huskies. Thiessen with the ball at his feet. Slides it up to the midfield. A back pass. Hudson intercepts. Chase MacArthur with the ball nearing the top of the arc on the top of the penalty box there. Back pass. Trying to get it to Prater, his teammate. Prater with the ball now. Prater chips the ball to the upper right side. Phillipson's there, but he just let that ball go out of bounds. Paul, you got to hustle for that thing, buddy. Aiden White ready to take the goal kick and does for the Huskies. No one marking the center midfield for the Huskies, and they get a 30-yard clean pass. Hudson regains possession there. Chase MacArthur trying to get the ball up to Connor. Phillipson with the ball here. Back passes to the midfield to Tygo Kelly. Tig trying to chip it around the North defender. Gets the ball back when North kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Hudson. Kelly goes forward with that ball. Into the corner. Connor Johnson attempting to get that ball. Ball slides out of bounds. It's going to be, I can't remember the acronym. Another goal kick for the Huskies. White with the goal kick here, 42-yard line. He appears to be getting stronger as the game goes on. Those goal kicks are getting more depth. Throw in for the Raiders. Ball goes out of bounds off the Huskies. O'Kelly with the ball. Throws back this time to Nick Thompson. Thompson with the ball has an opportunity. He back passes to Jared Biederman. Jared Biederman, good strong leg. His goal kicks that one out to about the 37-yard line, not as deep as he normally will. Biederman, strong leg. Does a great job with the free kicks and the punts. Johnson to Prater. Prater trying to send a ball to the left side there. Goes a little too far for Chase MacArthur, and that's gobbled up by Aiden White, goalkeeper for the North Huskies. Bounces it 2-3 times, gets ready to punt. This should go past midfield, as his usually have. About the 52-yard line. Volleyed back by Hudson into the Hudson attacking third, headed by North. Tygo Kelly with the ball on the right flank. Tries to get it up on top and cannot connect. Lucas Johnson runs up the back side of the North player. They're going to call a foul on that every time. In fact, they may. Johnson's got to be a little careful knocking that ball away from the field of play after a call could get called for delay of game and a potential yellow card on that, depending on how salty the referees are today. I don't think they're very salty. This has not been a chippy game, at least, thank goodness. Thompson gets the ball back up to Sam Ross. Ross turns the ball over. North has it in their attacking third right now, trying to get opportunities. They really haven't had many goal-scoring opportunities today at all. Ross with the ball comes back to Lucas Johnson. Johnson gets that ball to the upper right side to Phillipson. Phillipson has the ball. Tries to send the ball up to the right there, but way too far for the Hudson Raider. Goes right to Jake Thiessen. That ball goes out of bounds off of Tygo Kelly, and it will be a Husky throw-in. Ball headed by Johnson. Directionally well headed by Lucas Johnson. Sam Ross with the ball now to Prater. Prater going right into the heart of 5 defenders. Maybe not the brightest idea there. You want to try to, you can take a player on, and Prater's as good as anybody Hudson has, but I would not like the odds of 1-on-5. I don't mind drawing the defenders and sending the ball to the outside to an open player where you draw those defenders, but that was going to be an attempt at a shot there by Prater. Just nothing doing. That was good defense by the Huskies. Throw-in pass back to the thrower for North and then kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for Hudson now. North turning the ball over deep into the attacking third for Hudson as they throw it into the corner of the box there. That was Braden Miller to Sam Ross. Sam Ross trying to slide it up to no one. Actually, did that ball go off North? I mean, Sam Ross is walking like this is going to be a corner, and so is Colton Prater, and everyone else on the field is walking upfield, as in Sam Ross just kicked that out of bounds. To be honest, folks, I thought Ross just kicked it out of bounds myself. I did not see it touch a North player. AGK FTH again. Ball's headed by Thiessen, intercepted by Ross. Thiessen with the ball back, chips it up, trying to get it to his front line. There's the ball sent up to the right side of the field by North. Defended well by Hudson. Braden Miller there. Number 14, Corey Denning, the goalkeeper of the first half, becomes a field player. He came back, a nice bit of checking there on the North player with the ball by Corey Denning to win the ball for Hudson. Ball goes out off of Hudson and becomes a throw-in for the Huskies here. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by the North Husky player. Boy, everybody, including Hudson, I think thought that went off of Sam Ross. But the center referee is giving the throw-in to the Hudson Raiders. So Braden Miller, number 3 for the Raiders with the throw. He gains an extra 10 yards from where the ball went out. Good job, Braden Miller. Huskies send the ball deep. Nick Thompson with the ball sends it back to Biederman. Biederman gets to the right side of the goal and just push passes the ball back to Thompson. Boy, we are a little too casual with the ball under pressure back there. That ball was just nearly dispossessed again right in front of the goal face with the goalkeeper 10 yards out of the goal. We've got to be a little careful with those back passes. Tygo Kelly holds the ball, gets it over to Phillipson. Phillipson turns. Nice pass by Paul Phillipson. Denning with the ball now for the Raiders. Nice little chip pass trying to get it up to Phillipson. Phillipson on the right flank. He's got a couple of yards. He back passes back, trying to connect with Chase MacArthur. I think what Steve Solom, the coach, would prefer is that Phillipson goes 1v1 with that goalkeeper instead of back passing to a player who's going to end up going 1v3 against the North defense. When you're 1v1, you have that ball in open space. Cut that thing to the goal and make an offensive threat out of the opportunity. Here's Hudson taking another corner again. This corner up to the 6-yard line again. It's headed by the Raiders, and it's a great stop by Aiden White of North. It looked like his own player. He was trying to avoid jumping up to get that ball. Aiden White has a goalie pass out to his midfielder there. Thiessen with the ball in the back line, chips it up and outside to the midfielder for North on the left. They send the ball up to that front line. North with the ball coming into the attacking third. Ball sent to the corner and North gives up on it, lets that go out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick. We ought to be able to see a little bit of an exhibition here of Biederman's leg strength here on his goal kicks.
Into the Huskies, you say Jean.
It's a goal kick about the 40-yard line, actually pretty similar to what Aiden White and Corey Denning were doing previously too. So maybe that's the length of the boys' kicks today because of the weather and everything. I know Denning and Biederman can kick farther, but they're seeming to always land about the 40-yard line on the free kick. Raiders with the ball. Lucas Johnson in the center defensive midfield right now for Hudson. Tries to slide a ball out to the right to Tygo Kelly, and that ball harmlessly goes out the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for the Huskies.
Yep. Yeah, I went in there and it's a nothing in your area.
Good job of defending by the Raiders. Dispossess the ball, get it back to Sam Ross. Sam Ross back taps to the defense. Lucas Johnson under pressure sends it back to the back line for the Raiders. Got plenty of people to the left and wide open. Instead, Hudson chose to go to the right, kicked it out of bounds, and it is a turnover.
I don't know what the name of the place is, but it's in Eau Claire. Yeah.
North reciprocates, knocks the ball out, gives it back to Hudson.
He had to call, not Jen, but the person who was there before, so when Joey in Minneapolis, and she was able to reroute it.
Score remains 1-0 Hudson here in the second half. North kicks that ball out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for Hudson in their half of the field offensively.
When I went in that link, it asked me for the zip code and then the radius, and then I put 50 miles, and then it said nothing. Because I figured it might be something in Menominee or Chippewa that would show up.
Ball headed into the penalty box area by Chase MacArthur, but gobbled up by Aiden White, goalkeeper for North, who punts this ball away. Very good punt down to the 36, 37-yard line on the football field by Aiden White. High kick by Biederman.
I think that's what Ray told me that he went to plus.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of North, and that's going to be another goal kick. Come on, Jared, show him what I'm talking about with that longer goal kick.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah, 41-42. Trevor Nava Barber again with the ball. Ball gets sent out to the outside. Braden Miller back to Nava Barber. Prater with the ball, trying to slide it up there to the right side to Chase MacArthur. MacArthur should have been cutting in with a little bit of an angled run. He might have had an opportunity. Instead, the ball goes right to goalkeeper Aiden White, who punts it away. Danning with the ball for the Raiders, gets it up to the right side to MacArthur. Ball gets touched out by North. Hudson takes the throw. Unfortunately, MacArthur didn't throw the ball inbounds. It stayed out of bounds. The turnover goes to the Huskies. It will be a throw-in for them. Ball goes out of bounds off North. It'll be a Hudson throw. North with the ball temporarily there. North has not had many scoring opportunities today. I would bet all the money I have in my pocket right now that this will be a shutout for the Raiders, simply because North can't mount much of an offense, if any. North with the ball in, or Hudson with the ball in back right now. They back pass to Biederman. There's a better driven ball toward the 50. Chase MacArthur with the ball for Hudson now. Touched out by North. Kelly with the long inbound pass for Hudson. It gets turned over. Actually, North knocks it out of bounds. O'Kelly with another throw-in. Denning checking to the ball. O'Kelly deciding where to go with this. I guess he's going to go up and in toward the box, and does. Toward Chase MacArthur. Hudson with the ball in the goal box area there, harmlessly on one bounce comes to Aiden White for another stop. It's still 1-0 deeper into the game here. I've still got my Las Vegas bet on a 4-0 game for Hudson. Lucas Johnson with the ball slides it up to Trevor Nava Barber. Gets it over to Prater. Prater with the ball under control, slides it out to O'Kelly on the right. O'Kelly trying to get it up the right side to Chase MacArthur, and does. MacArthur sends the ball out of bounds. Can't have turnovers. Well, of course you can because it happened, but you shouldn't have an easy turnover like that. Lucas Johnson brings the ball to his feet, gets it back to Nick Thompson. Thompson with the ball, sends it up. Prater has it now for Hudson. Prater thought about going 1-on-3, and discretion's a better part of valor. He actually back passed there. Braden Miller with the ball, trying to slide it up to Nick Thompson. Can't get it there. Intercepted by Eau Claire North. They start the counterattack, but Hudson intercepts and drives the ball past midfield.
My wife's a probation enrolled.
Last few seconds, we've seen the field open up a little bit here with some longer passing and opportunities here. No scoring threats by either team. Prater with the ball for the Raiders. Comes back to Lucas Johnson. Johnson gets it back to Denning.
Just a little bit of
And North had a little bit of an effort there. Hudson had plenty of players back. 3 players back, but only 1 near the ball. Good defense on the player, and the attack was thwarted. Be a goal kick by Biederman. There's the ball up to the 45 by Biederman. Intercepted by North. Possession regained by Hudson temporarily. Goes back to North. Back to Hudson. Back to North. Back to Hudson. That'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. Easy stat by Biederman there. When I coach the Hudson High School girls, I would always ask them, why would you take a 50-foot shot when you can take a 20-foot shot? It'd be far more accurate if you got in closer. But I'm quite content with North taking those faraway shots. Hudson trying to start the attack again. Chase MacArthur with the ball, goes to the right side of the post there. Misses the frame, and will be yet another goal kick for the North Huskies. North sends a bit of a longer ball right to Nick Thompson, center D for Hudson. Prater with the ball now. Back to Trevor Narva Barber. Back to Luke Johnson. Up to Prater. Ball gets knocked out of bounds on the right touch line, heading north for the Raiders. Substitutions coming in, signaled on by the referee.
In for the Raiders, Paul Phillipson.
Phillipson coming on up at the right forward position to replace Chase MacArthur and a few others. Ball's thrown to Sam Ross. Ross in the corner with the ball on the right side of the penalty box, heading toward the goal. Ross still with the ball. Gets it out to Corey Denning. Denning tries to slide a ball up to the right corner. It gets there. Hudson chips it in front of the goal. No one on the backside. Lucas Johnson and Nava Barber in the area, but nobody within proximity of that dropping ball. Huskies with the ball. This is a scoring opportunity. Oh, and they hit the post. Cole Ober came out on the ball angry with one of his other teammates here. It looks like Braden Miller and Cole Ober had some clear miscommunication. Biederman went down on the play, and shot got off by North, ended up hitting the post, sliding to the right side of the goal for the Raiders. Harmlessly, but was by far the best goal-scoring opportunity by the North Huskies today. And Hudson is lucky that they escaped that without having a tally put up against them. North really hustling for balls, trying to maintain possession. They're doing a great job. Nick Thompson has the ball and just sends it way out of bounds for the Raiders. Throw in for the Huskies. It's number 8, Brennan Newser. Number 10 is Lushi Peng Zhang. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick. Hudson controlling the ball in the back now. Gets it up to Prater. Supposed to be a ball to Phillipson. Ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Prater again with the ball in the middle, slides it out to the left to Nava Barber. Left-footed chip in over toward Phillipson. Phillipson on the right. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. Oh, they called offsides on Phillipson. That's what they did. So the flag's up on that right-hand side. Free kick. Thiessen from North will take this free kick. A little bit of a tough game for Paul Phillipson today. Good hustle to save that ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Be another throw in for the Raiders. Prater with the ball on the right touchline, goes 1v2, turns it over. North with a long pass up the left side. North attacker falls down. Hudson gains possession. Thompson with the ball right now, under pressure. Tries to get out to the left side of the field to Trevor Nava Barber. I think they're saying it was touched by North. It's maybe going to be a Hudson throw. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like they're giving the ball to North. I do not believe anybody from North touched that ball. I think the North throw-in is the proper call. Substitutions in. North with the ball, ready to throw and do.
In for the Huskies, number 7, Roy Shelley, and number 20, Jacob Owens.
Hudson with the ball, deep in back. Nick Thompson drops the ball back off to Jared Biederman. Biederman with the free kick up to about the 45-yard line, just short of the half. Prater with the ball. That's a trip. It's going to be called every time. Again, kind of a battle in the midfield here now, folks. Not a lot of scoring opportunities for either team.
Well, he's done a good job.
Prater, Denning, Nava, Barber. Shot goes up and over the goal there. Hudson had 4 players up and a bit of an opportunity there. The ball was whistled high and away. Another goal kick for the Huskies.
In for the Raiders, number 17, Chase McCarthy.
Boy, Hudson's going to have to score a bunch of goals in a hurry to meet my prediction, my Las Vegas bet at a 4-0 score here. Still remains 1-0. MacArthur trying to get a ball up into the corner there. Nice little slide save by Aiden White, goalkeeper number 00 for the North Huskies. He easily can distribute this to either of the 2 defenders to his right or defender to his left, but he punts. Cross half field. Lu Peng Zhang had the ball temporarily. Prater with the ball now breaks the ankles on one defender who goes down a little bit. Step over. Sends that ball back. Good accuracy by Prater on that pass to Lucas Johnson. Gets it back to Prater. Prater going into the heart of the defense. Avoids one defender. There's a shot and a goal from Prater. Man, he deftly stepped that one. He created his own space, dribbling the ball to the center. One defender came up on him, touched the ball to the right again. Just a little bit more room for the shot and sends a rocket from about 25 yards out, maybe 30 yards out. Beautiful ball, beautiful goal by Prater. Nice job, 2-0. Well, the prediction's still intact here. We've got several minutes to go here in this game to reach 90 minutes, and it is now 2-0 Hudson Raiders. This North defense has to be getting a little bit tired too. Hudson has put the pressure on them all day. Their most active players have been those defenders in the back trying to clear balls and get them out of there like they are now. Thiessen's a name called most often, obviously as a captain, one of their stronger players. And he's touched the ball more than anybody tonight because he's had to.
How was the ball pass over there?
You know what? The score didn't show how he did that.
Denning with the ball to Prater. Let's see if we can get a second goal of the day. There's a good slotted ball over to Chase MacArthur. MacArthur gets a touch on the ball, but is cleared out by number 21, Tyler Albrecht of North there. It's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders on that right side. Phillipson with the ball, number 2, tries to get a shot off. Defender closes and blocks that shot. 1v1, one defender to go with Nick Thompson. The ball slid to the far post or wide. And, North does have opportunities that could be threats that they mishandled when they get down there. Looking like that's going to be called a corner kick, and it is.
There's more kids in that school than anything.
Yeah, that's because they pulled it. That'd be like,
But there's enough to
clear
make
pulling from Chip Romanami and Alpina.
Lu Peng Zhang taking this kick. Top of the box, headed up and over the goal. Be a goal kick for Hudson.
Yeah, no, right by the hockey rink.
There's been talk about playing another high school, but the hard part is it's competitive. That may not extend it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just that's part of it. Places where you get some
The downside is half the opportunity.
exactly. I just
Biederman sends this ball only to the 35 again, a little bit short. Prater had control of the ball. Hudson still does. Looks like Denning with the ball right now, and it is. Denning nicely chipped ball to the upper right side there. Does not connect prior before North intercepted. Tygo Kelly with the ball and back for Hudson now. Ball comes to Prater. Long ball by Prater. That's going to be an easy stop for Aiden White. Phillipson turns the ball over there to North. Thiessen with the ball again. Comes back to him. Under pressure by Hudson. Good job by Chase MacArthur. Thiessen with the ball back to the outside again. Prater intercepts this time. Colton Prater with the ball. Good spin turn there. Under control. Good battle between North and Hudson. Calling the foul on Prater. It'll be a free kick for the Huskies.
I know my wife's brother, he got cut. He came all the way up to
Did he come back to foul on you?
Nope.
No.
That's gone. Because there's players that weren't any good that make it because they didn't
Husky goes down there. Hudson on the counterattack. Ball slides out there to number 8, Sam Ross. Sam slots a ball up. Great ball to Paul Phillipson. Go to goal, get a shot. Paul does. Paul Phillipson. Outstanding job on that goal by Paul Phillipson. Great job by the defenders with the assist there. I think that was Braden Miller. That goal was all Phillipson, folks. Phillipson got a perfectly slotted ball by Braden Miller. Made a good angled touch to the goal, beat the goalkeeper one-on-one to the far side. Paul Phillipson, that was a great goal. Number 2 for North, Logan Podolak at the center will kick this ball off. 3-0 Hudson. I think we've got one more in us yet, folks. Miller with the ball to the middle to Denning. Denning to Phillipson. Phillipson slides it over. That's Denning now. Sorry, must have been Ross before. MacArthur with the ball in the center. Lifts the ball to the left side, trying to get it through to Phillipson. Prater with the ball now. Goes through 3 defenders. I'm not sure what he called there. Colton Prater obviously wasn't sure what he called either. Might have been a handball. As that ball got kind of flicked up, it might have hit an arm there. Given a free kick to Thiessen and the Huskies. Thiessen with a long driven ball. Volleyed by Braden Miller. Paul Phillipson heading toward the ball. Ross with the ball for Hudson gets dispossessed. Kind of ran up his back there. They called the foul on that. That was number 20, Jacob Owen for North, that climbed up the back of the Raider. It's going to be a free kick. So indirect free kick here. You got Lucas Johnson and Colton Prater near the ball. Even though it's indirect with only, with the one on the ball, my guess is it's going to be a pass more than a shot. Let's see if he can lift the ball up and in and see if the Raiders can run onto it. That's what he tries. The ball's in the penalty box area and flicked backwards with the header. That, I apologize, I didn't see who got the goal. It was either Tygo Kelly, number 18, or number 14, Corey Denning, that got that kick. Beautiful job on the set play. Colton Prater chips a nice ball into the penalty box. It's backheaded into the goal. My prediction in Las Vegas bet for a 4-0 game has arrived. I will be expecting my $62.5 million payout in winnings on that bet sometime soon. I'll split it with all of you. Hudson maintaining pressure on the ball here. Prater sends a deep ball to the right corner. Chase MacArthur chasing that one down, no pun intended. Ball goes to the top of the box and is then cleared out by the Huskies. commanding 4-0 lead by the Raiders. They could have another goal in them before the end of this game as we get into the waning moments of the game. Ball comes all the way back out to Nick Thompson. Thompson chips that ball up to the midfield. It goes through one layer of midfield and to Prater. Prater gets the ball to Phillipson on the left, who gets it back to the Raiders. There's Sam Ross. Ball comes back to Prater. Prater switching fields to the far right to Tygo Kelly. Well, Kelly's tried that little through tap to himself. It's worked a few times, and a few times it hasn't. Prater with the ball for the Raiders. Prater with another long driven ball. Boy, Prater has got that 30-yard shot down to a tee. He sends a rocket with that right foot of his. Aiden White up to the challenge there and makes another stop. Aiden White, although he's given up 4 goals, has really been one of the players of the game for his stellar effort. This could easily be a 10-12 to nothing game with the pressure and the shots that the Raiders have unleashed on him today. And yet, the score is 4-0. Hudson just playing a control game here now, folks, to run out the clock. No sense in getting players hurt. And a lot of back passing, a lot of passing to open space. Good pass out wide. MacArthur mishandles that on the first touch. Ball goes out the touchline on the right, heading north. And North will take the throw. That it was another marginal throw-in that could have easily been called. Wasn't. I think the referees want this game to end mercifully as well. Thompson sends a long ball up to Phillipson. Phillipson back passes. Braden Miller gets it up to Sam Ross. Ross currently with the ball, toying with 2 defenders. Back passes to the right, goes over there to Cole Ober. Ober sends a lofted ball right to the North defender. Ross back with the ball, sends it to his left to Phillipson. Phillipson trying to chip it to the right side. It's headed out by a North defender. Denning with the ball now, chips it up and in toward the goal. Ball bounces once into the box. Sam Ross has the ball, battling 1v1. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to end up being a corner kick, signaled by the referee. It looked like that could have just as easily been a goal kick there off of Ross. They're going 2v1 short. Let's see if they take advantage of that. They've chipped the ball up and in. Haven't had much luck going short. That ball goes across the goal face, bouncing around the goal box, but Hudson cannot get a foot on it. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your final after 90 minutes. Your Hudson Raiders have defeated the Eau Claire North Huskies 4-0. This is Knute Johnson reporting for the River Channel. Have a great night.